What's up everybody? Ben here at the Spirit of Running, and today we're talking about the Asics Novablast 3. First let's talk about the technical specs of the shoe. The shoe weighs in at 8.9 ounces, has a heel to toe drop of 8 millimeters, the heel is 31 millimeters, and the forefoot is 23 millimeters, and it comes in at $140. So I gotta say, from the moment I put this shoe on, I was a fan. I think this is gonna do really well for our runners and walkers. I think it's a good shoe for daily living. The category that I don't think it's as strong in is the gym category. Runners and walkers, I think that you've got a really good shoe here. Everything that I liked about the Novablast 2 has been brought forward into the Novablast 3, and they made some adjustments from the 2 into the 3 that I think make it an even better shoe. So if you liked the Novablast 2, I think you're gonna like the Novablast 3. If you're familiar with the Novablast 2, one of the big issues that I had with it as somebody who does a lot of run-walk intervals was that the heel was unstable. If you're running, just straight running, I think the Novablast 2 is a really good shoe, but I didn't like how my ankles felt at the end of a run if I had any walk breaks in it. One thing that they've done is they've kind of bumped up the stability in the heel. And I don't say this in like a corrective motion, but in the fact that like it just feels like there's more underneath my foot. And so when I'm walking, I definitely feel much more confident in the shoe. And I think that that's a really positive evolution in this shoe. Moving through the shoe, you got some great rubber on the bottom. I never really felt like I was going to lose my footing, moving through wet to dry conditions. The midsole is built with a really nice chunk of Flight Foam Blast Plus, so I felt like on all my runs my foot was well protected. I had really good cushion, but a very responsive cushioning. It's got a very aggressive toe spring, as you can see, and so when I was doing interval or tempo workouts, I really felt like I could get up and push off that toe and get a little more speed out of the shoe than I would from just a regular daily trainer. The upper of the shoe fits really well. Again, my size 10 fit true to size. I didn't have any issues with sloppiness left to right. My foot doesn't run particularly wide or particularly narrow. The tongue has a nice little notch here, and it's sewn in on both sides of the shoe, so I didn't have any issue with the tongue sliding left to right. It's a very thin tongue, but I didn't notice any issues with like a sense of the lacing cutting into my foot. There's just enough padding there to kind of provide some protection for the top of the foot, and really good cushion here around the heel cup. So I never had any issues with any heel slip. From my first run to my last run, everything just felt really good in the shoe. As a walking shoe, I think this does really well. Again, I would not have recommended the Novablast 2 as a walking shoe, but I think with the 3, it actually does very well as a walking shoe, whether you're casually or going for a little more of a speed walk. The firmer heel combined with that more aggressive toe spring really gives you a good roll through. While I did take this shoe to the gym and do a workout in it, I don't recommend this as a gym shoe. I think that there are a lot better shoes out there that you can run in, but that will function better in the gym. So just kind of, for me, it depends on what the ratio of run to gym to life that we're using the shoe for. I think that if I'm doing a lot of running and I'm just going to the gym to supplement my running, then there's potential that it's not going to be a problem. But if I'm doing more boot camp style classes, I think that the shoe's going to get in the way. This is going to do really well as a work environment shoe. I think a lot of the same benefits that we had for the walkers transfer to the worker. The more stable heel combined with just the overall cushion definitely gives an opportunity to be very comfortable for all day wear. In my personal running, this is going to be used a little more in my shorter easy days, and my like faster tempo days. For my long run, I actually am, and I prefer using the Super Blast, kind of the cousin to this shoe. A little more, well, not a little more, a lot more stack height, just to give me a little more protection and a little more resilience on those long runs. Now again, I think this can be a Swiss Army shoe for a lot of people. For me, I think I just carry a little too much mass for this to be a do everything shoe in. But I think, for a lot of people, this is going to be a do everything shoe, and I think it's going to do it really well. If you have any questions about the shoe or anything else that we've talked about on the channel, please feel free to leave those in the comments. If you'd also hit the like and subscribe button, I sure would appreciate it. It definitely helps the channel out, helps more people find us, and we'll see you next time.